And my goal really is to bring you to have an experience. That's it, to have an experience. And from there, you can apply the wisdom in any way that makes sense to you, resonates with you. I just want to take you there. I want you to be in a supported environment where you can learn, where you can practice, and just experience it. So keep that mind open, keep that curiosity, and just experience the experience, because that's when deeper possibilities are going to open up for all of us. Does that sound good? Yeah, sounds good. So let's come into this moment. Take a comfortable seat, whatever that may be for you. Hands can be resting on your knees, palms downward for grounding, palms upward if you need to have more open, receiving nature. Spine nice and tall, tuck the chin back, chest is open, eyes are closed, please. Just approach your practice tonight with that curiosity, with simplicity, and let yourself experience. Take a big breath in through the nose. Inhale deeply, bring your awareness to that breath, and then exhale fully. Paying attention to how that breath feels. Inhaling deeply again, calling in whatever is helpful for you to practice tonight. And then exhaling completely, letting go of what is not needed. Float the hands together in prayer mudra. Base of the thumb comes right into the sternum, elbows are even. And we'll start with the first chant. It's called the Adi mantra. This is traditional in all Kundalini classes. It's the first chant that's on your handout. 5 words. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. It means I bow to the wisdom within. So Om, that's linking the infinite to the self. Namo is surrendering the ego, letting go of any neuroses, and really just letting yourself be clear. And then Guru is the teacher, literally meaning from darkness to the light, and wisdom. Dev is the subtle and etheric nature as we chant out into the universe. It's there all the time. And then Namo is I bow, and it's bowing as an acknowledgement. So I acknowledge my inner teacher, that wisdom within. It's chanted 3 to 5 times at the beginning of every class, every personal practice, and we'll do it together 3 times. Take a big inhale, deep exhale, and inhale to open your practice, listen in, and then join in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhale deep. Hold that breath at the top. Slowly exhale, releasing the hands. Good. Let's get into our yoga. For those who are new tonight, you'll hear me talk about easy pose. It's comfortable cross-legged position. Ideally, you want to have one ankle in front of the other. That's what we're working towards. If you aren't used to this position, the knees can get a little bit tender. You can even get a little tender in the hips. That's when you can take a block, which I will have available for you next class. The shipment didn't arrive in time. But you can raise up so that your hips are a little higher, and then it eases some of that stress that you can feel till you get a little stronger. You can also extend one or both legs as you need to. I want you to be comfortable in the seated postures, and then come back as you need to. You can also put 1 or 2 feet up, depending on, again, what's comfortable for you. Unique to Kundalini Yoga, most of the postures are done while we breathe through the nose. And when we get into more challenging postures, the first thing we want to do is open our mouth and grab a little air. Try and keep it through the nose as best as you can, unless I direct otherwise. It's going to heat up that air. It's going to help you to stay more present. And with that warmth of the air, it helps you be a little bit more flexible from within. So try and keep that mindful with the nose. The other thing is that our eyes are closed for most of the postures, so you only need to be concerned about what is happening within you. All the visual cues go away. It doesn't matter what anyone else can do. It's about what you do. And so having those eyes closed and usually focused in and up at the third eye point makes a huge difference. And that can be one of the biggest challenges when you first start out because you want to see. And so I'll be reminding you, don't worry, I'll remind you to go within with those eyes closed. So the brow point is 1 inch in and 1 inch above where your eyebrows are, so you can kind of gauge where that is if you aren't familiar with that chakra, that energy center that is there. And we'll start off with pranayama, with breath. And we'll be working with breath of fire. Breath of fire is used in so many of the Kundalini Yoga postures because not only is it quickly oxygenating your blood, but it increases exponentially the benefits of any posture. So that's why it's added. It clears your lungs, makes them super strong, and with that extra oxygen in your bloodstream, it makes you younger. It makes you feel healthier. So you can think of it like a direct blood purification system, like a little filter, if you will. So if you take one of your hands, it doesn't matter which one, and put it at the diaphragm, which is this lowest, beneath the lowest bone of your rib cage. Other hand goes 1 inch below your belly button. That's your navel point down here. With this breath, you inhale and exhale just through the tip of your nose and float the neck back like a soldier at attention, having that neck floating back so the bump on the back of the spine goes right smooth here with the top of your neck. That works like a valve. Keeping that open will stop you from getting dizzy with this powerful breath. So you want to have that neck lock in. It's called Jalandhar Bandh. Having that shallow breath that only goes here. You don't want to bring it down into the belly. Equal inhale, equal exhale as this little sniff happens through the nose. So let me demonstrate that and watch what happens to my hands. My navel point automatically starts to pump. I'm not pushing it. That's one of the biggest mistakes we make with breath of fire is we push it and then you lose all of the benefit with it. And then this hand will move even more. The top hand, the diaphragm hand, will move even more than the bottom hand. So just take a practice with me for a few seconds. Good. Focus on the exhale and let the inhale be an automatic recoil. Sometimes we do it backwards too as beginners, or if we haven't done it for a long time, looks like everyone's doing it really well. If at some point when you're doing breath of fire, you lose sight of what's happening, don't be shy to put your hands there and really feel what's happening in your body. Okay. So we'll be using that. Inhale, that belly expanding away. Exhale, the navel point going back to the spine as we work with the hands. Bring your hands out in front. You want your fingers and your thumbs together, palms facing the floor. This is at shoulder height, spine nice and tall. This is going to help us work with the frontal lobe of our brain. That's what takes care of our personality. And with this particular posture, it's going to help us with the breath to commit to our highest self. The first thing we do in our first class is committing to our highest self. Right palm is facing the ceiling. Left palm faces the earth. Good. Spine tall, chin in, chest out. Eyes closed, focus in and up at that third eye point. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale. Begin breath of fire. mi pecado, accioni servando passaggio, such to God, such, baby, such, navigable sea, such. E comparsa prima cantando. That's it, looks good, everybody. Mi pecado, accioni servando passaggio, such to God, such, baby, such, navigable sea, such. God comes to me, let me be one, let me be you. God comes to me, let me be one, let me be. Those arms straight, stretch the fingers towards me. That's it. Already halfway. Servando passaggio, such to God, such, baby, such, navigable sea, such. E comparsa pinacata, mi pecado, accioni servando passaggio, such to God, such, baby, such, navigable sea, such. Evangelist, unborn and self-illuminated. This is you through God's grace. Heading into your last 30 seconds. Intensify your practice. Deepen the breath. Pick up the pace if that feels right for your body tonight. Keep those arms straight, fingers going towards the wall behind me. Really stretch your shoulders as we head into this last home stretch. Let me be free. Beautiful. Hold the position. Inhale. Hold the breath while you stretch your arms out in front. Stretch, reach your spine. Reach the shoulders. Keep holding that breath. Pulling those hands from the shoulders as far forward as you can. Good. Keep the arms there. Exhale. Again, big breath in. Hold, reach, stretch. Work your spine very tightly. This time, fire the breath out through your mouth. Last one, inhale. Hold, reach, stretch. Creating tension in the body at the end so our cells remember the benefits. Beautiful. Cannon, fire it out. And shake out the arms. Bringing them down to your knees and let yourself rest a moment. Letting the energies move through you. Let yourself feel the effects. Take a big breath in. And sigh it out through the mouth. Good. Tonight's class is all about balancing the head and the heart. And that is the key message when we work with sets for the soul body. Tonight's entire sequence is to support our soul body. And in our Western world, we know we have a body. And as we start to do some self-discovery, self-development, yoga practice, and other approaches, we start to realize that our mind and our body are separate. But in Kundalini Yoga, there are 10 bodies. 10 bodies, and tonight we start with the soul body. It's also called the spiritual body. It can be referred to as our timeless body as well. So think of that deep innermost being of who you are, the authentic self, the seat of the connectedness to everything that is there. That's where we're heading tonight. And with this light of the soul body, all of the other 9 bodies progress. Whether that's spiritually, mentally, energetically, all of the bodies progress. And while yoga can directly help you heal your mind and heal your body, it also has this most powerful effect on the soul, on the soul body. And it has the power to speed up your evolution, whatever that process is for you. Because those postures are working that electromagnetic field, not just the cells within you, but that aura, the arc line, which for women goes across the chest and ear to ear. And all of these things deeply affect the soul body, where we're heading tonight. So this first body is the inner self, that flow of spirit within you, your true essence. The soul body is often described as why we're here in this physical life. The lessons that we learn, the meaning of why we are here, are all contained within this body, the soul body. When it is developed, so I'm not saying balanced, I'm just saying developed. You come from a place of greater humility, greater compassion, and you really relax into the flow of life. Things come a little easier, you're able to deal with things in a more healthy way, and it's often used to help us create beauty in our life, whatever beauty is for you. Now when it's underdeveloped, we can struggle with things because we come from our head instead of our heart. So that's why I called this class the Balancing Head and Heart class. You can often feel stuck. You may not know why, have this longing that there is something more. There's lots of head nods going on there. And you're not able to even access what your purpose is, what your destiny is. So those are signs that this needs some work. And when that happens, you can't even live your life fully because you aren't walking that path of destiny from that true space. So tonight we'll help you with that as we head into the Kriya. Kriya is the word for the exercise set or movement. And this one is the soul body Kriya for divinity. Anybody need a little shake out? You can put the legs out in front. Just shake out the legs, get a little massage before we head into a little bit of floor work here. Alright. Sitting in easy pose, take hold of your knees and we'll begin with Sufi grind, which are large circles that you make with your torso. It's like you are stirring the bowl of your pelvis with the spoon of your spine, or like you're drawing a big circle around the outside of your body with your chin. Inhale as you come forward, exhale as you go back. Really feeling a maximum stretch at the heart level. Really grinding in, massaging all of your organs as you do so, inviting them to start to secrete the glands, which will support you through your practice. Taking that focus inward, don't forget to close those eyes. intentions. Inhale your way up to center, straighten the spine. Keep the breath steady and calm, eyes closed. Let yourself rest here a moment. Good work. Inhale. And sigh that breath out. Still sitting, extend your legs out in front of you. Pointing the toes away from the body. We want both feet to be active here. Raise your left leg up to 60 degrees while the back body goes out at a 60-degree angle. If this is a challenge for you tonight, this is what your straps are for. You can tuck them on the outside of your feet. It might help you to lean back at the 60 degree and raise up to 60 degrees. For those who don't need the strap, please have your hands, palms facing each other. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. You know what's coming. Inhale. Breath of fire. Almost there, 15 seconds. Really engage that navel point to support you. Shaking is normal. Breathe through it as your nervous system resetting. Maintain that position. Relax that left leg down and switch. Raise up the right. Beautiful, beautiful, almost there. Release the leg to the floor, keep the arms parallel, come up to a 90-degree seated position, inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale, let those hands come to the thighs and just rest a moment. We're already moving tons of energy with these seemingly simple postures. Let yourself feel what that is like for you. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Come into easy pose. Take hold of your shoulders. 4 fingers are to the front of the shoulders. Your thumbs are tucked in the back. Elbows are at shoulder height. Good. Really opening the heart here. Inhale as you twist left. Exhale as you twist right. Let your head follow those elbows. Pick up the pace, my friends. That's it, twist it out. As your rib cage opens up and the heart opens, you'll be able to swing even further to the left and right. And let your head follow. If you tend to get dizzy, by all means, please stop. Bring your hands to the ground and long, deep breathe until you stabilize, and then begin again. Sunia isa parma inde sunia makasalahan man sunia joga juga tanbe sunia sasat semede nani kebagata sada vigas sunia duk papakana nani kebagata sada vigas sunia duk papakana. Last 30 seconds, make it count. Good. Inhale your way to center, keeping those elbows nice and high. Hold that position. Move those elbows out to the side walls like you're holding them up. Open that heart. Good, good, good. Gently exhale that breath, releasing the arms down. Palms facing up. Again, taking a moment to feel within. Big breath in. Sigh it out. Good. Front row, bring your straps and come with your back to the wall. And the back row, come with your back to this wall. You don't need to move your mats. We'll be doing a standing leg lift here. Some of you will need the wall and some of you won't. But you'll have it as an option if you need it. If you don't need the strap, the full posture is grounding into your feet. Raise up your toes, push in the meaty portion of the pads to get yourself grounded, and then drop the toes. Good. Bringing your left leg up, Holding the knee is one option. You can have your back to the wall. Holding your calves, holding your ankles, whatever is going to work for you. Or you can use your strap. Again, wrapping around the sole of the foot. Eyes are closed, again focused in and up at that third eye point. Pick where your body is at tonight. Good, long deep breath. As you inhale, expanding the belly away from the spine. Bringing the breath up through the heart space, up to the collarbone. And as you exhale, letting that breath sink down through the chest, through the lungs, and bringing the navel point back to the spine. That's it. Lift the leg as high as you can while you keep balanced. Keeping the spine straight, keeping your legs as straight as possible. It's not important how high you lift the leg. It's important that you don't have a bend in the knee if you can help it. Good. Concentrate at that third eye point with the eyes closed. If you can keep your balance, otherwise a spot on the floor will help you to stay steady. So this is about balance. This is about grounding in, rooting in, but also expansion. Extending the self. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, release that leg and switch. Rooting in, lifting the other leg up, hanging on or using your strap, extending as high as you can. Focus in and up at the third eye point. Steady, steady, steady. Good work. Almost there. Inhale. And as you exhale, drop that foot down. And in that same standing position here, rooted with those feet hip distance apart, you need to make them a little bit wider. Good. Bend the body, heart coming forward first, head coming last until you are at a 90-degree angle. Good. As you inhale, your left arm is going to swing forward and the right arm swings behind you. I'll go sideways so you can see. As you exhale, switch. The right arm comes forward, left arm goes back, keeping that 90 degrees. Breath is powerful here. Let the breath and the movement become one. That's it. As you sweep the arms, you're clearing your magnetic field, clearing the aura, cleansing it, clearing it. The 90-degree angle helps to create an electric charge that helps you with the clearing. That's it. Sweep yourself clean. Keep those arms parallel to the spine when you come up. Into your last 30 seconds. Pick up the pace, swing as fast as you can, and maximize your reach at the top. That's it. Take her home. Wherever you're at, inhale both arms forward. And then exhale as you drop down and let your body dangle. Even sweep those arms from side to side. Just release, relax here a moment. Nothing like a good dangle every now and then. Inhale as you slowly come up, one vertebrae at a time, rolling, curling up. Take your time so you don't get dizzy as you come right up. When you get to the top, inhale the arms straight up, reach up to the sky, fingers going up to the heavens. And exhale as you sweep those arms down to the side, coming back to your mats. And come down onto your backs, although it's not deep relaxation yet. Oh no, we have a few more to go. What's a class without a good sit-up? Coming onto your backs. Extend your arms straight over your head so your palms are facing each other. This is your inhale position. As you exhale, get enough momentum to come up to sitting, folding forward again, heart first, head last, and touch either your knees, calves, ankles, or toes. Inhaling, palms face each other as you come down to the floor. Exhaling, coming up. You might need to get a little rock and roll momentum in here to make that happen. That's totally fine. Inhaling down, exhaling up. For those of you who've had a chance to study with Yogi Amandeep, this song is his. He's chanting for us, helping you strengthen that core, that navel point. With Ad Sach, Jagad Sach, Heavy Sach, Nanak Hosi Be Sach. Ad Sach, Jagad Sach, Heavy Sach, Nanak Hosi Be Sach. Ad Sach, Jagad Sach, Heavy Sach, Nanak Hosi Be Sach. You're doing very good. Ad Sach, Jagad Sach, Heavy Sach, Nanak Hosi Be Sach. Ad Sach, Jagad Sach, Heavy Sach, Nanak Hosi Be Sach. Ad Sach, Jagad Sach, Heavy Sach, Nanak Hosi Be Sach. Last few seconds. And on your back, arms can relax and rest however is comfortable for you. Let yourself breathe. Let the energies move through you. Let all the benefits circulate. Four more postures to go, and they're all challenge postures, so maybe a little rest here before we head into the closing part, before you really get to have Shavasana. You'll find in Kundalini Yoga that every class is different. Some of them are more physical, and some of them are etheric. I thought we'd start off with a bang and do a physical one. But they aren't all like this. Bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a big hug. Rock left to right, release the low back a little. Big inhale. Sigh it out. We want those sighs to be happy as we reprogram our subconscious, especially when we do ab stuff. Sometimes there's kind of this thing. And we want to send a positive message. Alright, now rock front to back, from the top of your neck to your heels. Rock a few times and get enough momentum to come up to sitting and then onto all fours for the next posture. Have your hands on the mat, fingers spread so your weight is distributed evenly. You want them to be shoulder width apart, nice and straight beneath the shoulders. Knees are beneath your hips, also hip distance apart. Okay. Keep those fingers active. You almost want them clawing into the mat. And the left foot, you want the top part of your foot pushing into the mat so you have a strong foundation. With the right foot, go straight to the back. You want that foot to be parallel to the floor. Good, good, good. As you inhale, raise the leg up 60 degrees. As you exhale, bring it back to parallel. Toe is pointed. Eyes are closed. Again, focused at that third eye point. Keep that leg parallel to the ground so that it forms a straight line with your spine and with your neck. Inhaling up, exhaling to that parallel.
Sadhjanaka Sanghibhavar Jaladariyan Sakdanindaka Dushta Kinna Madhyavidariyan Desa Sadhyavidariyan 15 seconds. Jisa Simarata Sukho Sagale Dukajai Jisa Simarata Sukho Sagale Dukajai.
Good, switch legs.
Rakhe Rakhe Hare Abhuvariya Purgi Pari Pari Kasivariya
Helping us to face challenges, overcome obstacles. Almost there, you're doing great.
Simarate Sukho Sagale Dukajai Simarate Sukho Sagale Dukajai.
You did it. Drop that leg down, staying on all fours, and then going to sit on your heels. Sit right back on your heels, bring your forehead to the floor and your fingertips to the top of the mat. This is baby pose, child's pose. If it's more comfortable for you, you can bring your knees out to the edges of your yoga mats. Just rest. Rest and process. Walk those fingers to the top of the mat. Really reach and stretch. Take a big breath in here. Sigh that breath out. Good. Now bring those hands beneath your shoulders in front of your knees and slowly support yourself to roll up. And once you're fully up, sitting on your heels, come up onto your knees and then stand up. We'll move into tree pose next. helping us to literally balance, but also balance the hemispheres of our brain and finding that place of grounding, balancing the masculine and the feminine within. So again, toes rise up. You want your feet hip distance apart. Really grounding in. Imagine roots sprouting out. Toes come down. Starting with your left foot, bring the sole of your foot either to your calf, your knee, or up high at the thigh. Pushing that sole in. Bring the hands into prayer pose again, bringing the thumb into the sternum. If you're able to keep your balance and close your eyes, please do. Otherwise, pick a spot on the floor. And just gaze there with stillness as you breathe long and deep. Keeping the pelvic girdle straight. You want to square up to the front of the room, tilting the pelvis forward slightly so you're straight and tall like the tree. There's been days where we've done tree pose anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. Today's only 1 minute. Almost there. Take a big breath in. Sigh that breath out. And switch. Rooting in with the opposite leg. Coming up. Squaring up your hips, tilting the pelvis forward, grounding in, bringing those hands to the heart. Noticing the difference from one side to the next. If there's any difference. Big breath in. As you exhale, release that foot to the ground. Palms come forward, beside the body, eyes closed. Breathe deep. Let yourself feel. Feel within. Feel the energy around your body, the energy of the group. Sometimes I wish you could see what I see. So many of you smiling as you sit there receiving and experiencing. Big breath in. Sigh that breath out. Come to the top of your mat. Feet in the middle of the mat. We're going to move into archer pose, which is the only warrior type position in Kundalini Yoga. Taking a big step back with your right foot, as far back as you can go. You want that foot to be parallel with the back of the mat, creating a 90-degree. Good. Bending that front knee until it goes over your big toe, but not farther. We don't want to stress out the knee. Good. Left arm comes up so that it's parallel with the floor. Make a fist, thumbs up. Good. Right hand comes to the right side of the shoulder, also in a fist. No thumbs up on that one. You don't have to. And then move the side body so that it is along that wall. So it looks like this. Good. Now the head, even though the body is to the side, your head comes to the front so your gaze can come through your thumbnail. Important, you want your heel to line up with the arch of the back foot. Long, deep breath. Keep your gaze to that thumbnail and then through the thumbnail to infinity. Side body is long, head is arched over. It's like a bow is being pulled back. You have an arrow that's going to be shot out. This also helps you to meet challenges, inviting in strength. And keep that back elbow nice and high. That's it. Good, good, good. There you go. Nice work. Keep your focus on that thumb. Through the thumb. Got a minute under your belt, and usually by now you start to feel some stress and the shoulders start to engage towards your ears. What I'm going to invite you to do is change this posture up a bit, extending both arms out, palms facing up. Bring the pinkies up. Do you feel the difference? Your shoulders go onto the back. Instead of this posture, to this open, hearted posture. Now try and keep that position that you can feel with your shoulders. When you come in to this archer pose with the thumb. Experiment, feel it. 10 more seconds here. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Inhale deeply. As you hold that breath, sink farther over that front. Now imagine your intentions all wrapped in a beautiful arrow to be shot out ahead of you. And exhale. Releasing your arms, switch directions. Right foot is in the middle of that mat now at the back. Check the arch and the heel that they're lined up. Bending the knee of that front leg till you can't see those big toes. Right arm comes up in the fist, and the left arm goes back by the shoulder. Keep that side body going to that same wall. But your head goes to the front so you can gaze through that thumbnail. Long deep breath, don't forget the breath. Try and keep the knee of your back leg nice straight. You want about 70% of your weight being held by that front leg. Engaging the thigh, that muscle of the thigh that is so key to help us with the minerals in our body, calcium in particular, magnesium. You're reaching that same point as the other direction. If you want to experiment with the arm extensions, palm up with your pinky to feel that shoulder engagement. And try and keep that as you come back into the archer configuration. Really good, everybody. Check that back elbow height. Good work, you did it. Take a big breath in. Sigh that breath out, releasing the arms. And wiggling those feet right into center so you stand tall. Good work, good work. Hold that space for a moment. Standing tall. Hands forward, open reception. Honoring wherever you are at. Being happy with where that is and knowing that you improve it with practice. That's why we call it a practice. Big breath in. Sigh that breath out. And come down for your final posture, Sat Kriya. Sat Kriya is done in rock pose where we sit on our heels. If you have a blanket or a pillow, or next week one of these, you can tuck them in between your heels and the buttocks and you can stay here a little bit longer. It's a little more comfy until you get more flexible and more strong. Sat Kriya is the Kriya in Kundalini Yoga. This single posture is a whole set on its own, and if you do nothing else, Yogi Bhajan taught us, this is all you need to do. If you do this every day, you will energize and unblock every single chakra energy center in your body. This helps all the energy rise up from the root right up, out through the crown. It's done with the mantra Sat Nam. Sat is spelled S-A-T, it means truth, and Nam, N-A-M, kind of, it's like butt mom, Sat Nam. Truth is my identity. So really chanting from that space of the soul that we're talking about tonight. As you chant the word Sat, the navel point goes back towards the spine, and I want you to access any excess energy, any negative energy, anything you want to release, and tie that into your Sat. No wimpy Sats. So it doesn't look like this. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. It's Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Tap into that something that needs to let go. As you chant Sat, the navel point goes back, and then it releases as you chant Nam. Hands come together. You want to have Jupiter Mudra. All of your fingers are interlaced except that index finger. And for women, the left thumb crosses over the right. Hands extend straight up to the ceiling. You want your elbows tucked into your ears, nice and tall. Chin is back in a slight neck lock. Chest is open. Eyes are closed. Focus in and up at the third eye point. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. And I'll give us a beat so we don't get faster and faster. Inhale. Let's begin. Sat. 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 No. 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 Hold the posture. Inhale. Hold the breath. Stretch up. You did great. Hold, hold, hold. Keep those hands there as you exhale fully. Hold the breath out. As you hold that breath out, apply root lock, engaging the muscles, squeezing the muscles of the pelvic floor and the anus, bringing the navel point back to the spine. This squeezes energy up, 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 up. Release the lock. Inhale. And this time as you exhale, release the hands and come down onto your backs for Shavasana. Great work, everybody. As you come down onto your backs, please have your feet facing away from me. Turn the arms. Cover up if you need to. Get nice and comfortable as you let that back body sink down into the floor. Arms by your sides, palms facing up, letting your feet fall to the side naturally. Just get comfortable here. And let yourself bring your mind to quiet and open awareness. Simply being present, closing your eyes if you haven't already done so. Bring your awareness back. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Roll your hands at the wrists and your feet at the ankles, first one way, and then switching up the direction. Interlace your fingers, stretch out your body like you're waking up, hands over your head, feet to the back of the room, reaching and stretching. Rub the palms of your hands together and the soles of your feet above your body. Re-tingle eyes, getting yourself ready for meditation. Good. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug again. Rest a moment more. Open your eyes if you haven't already. Let yourself be present and grateful for a very sweet, although short, relaxation. Now rock front to back. Get enough momentum to come up to sitting position. And don't let that Shavasana roll out of you as you come up. Turning around facing me, we'll move into our final meditation for tonight, which is to experience and project your original self, that soul self, the soul body we're talking about. For this one, it helps to open your heart and let you stand before your own soul and realize that intimacy between you and all that is, all the infinity around us. Yogi Bhajan says here to become completely still, chant this mantra and let the subtle structure of the sound shape the lens of your inner eye so that you can see intuitively who you are and whatever the next step you are to take. The mantra is on your sheet. It's number 2, Ram, Ram, Hari, Ram. Ram, Ram, Hari, Hari. So Ra is the sound of the sun, means sun, masculine, fiery energy. And Ma is moon, the feminine, cooling, soothing energy. So Ram are those two sounds together. And Hari is the creation in action, this sort of creative infinity that is around us. Sit with a straight spine in easy pose. Bring your left arm parallel to the ground with your elbow bent. Fingers and thumb are together at the heart level. You want that facing the earth, and then have your right arm so that elbow is at the shoulder height, creating a 90-degree angle. That 90-degree angle is very important. And have your hand in Gyang Mudra, which is bringing the tip of the index finger, tip of the thumb together for wisdom. Roll the shoulders on the back. Have a slight neck lock. Chin is in, chest is open. Eyes are closed. Listen in and then join in. Once you know the words, you can always look at your sheet. Going to fast forward her a little bit because she starts in a minute. I would like us to chant sooner. Ram, Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. 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 Ram, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Last time. Hold the posture. Inhale, deep, deep, deep. Hold that breath. If you need more breath, sip a little bit in rather than exhale. Keep the arms there. Exhale. Again, big breath in. And hold. Gently release that breath. Relax the hands and posture and just sit a few minutes more, palms down on your knees. Sit in silence, sit in gratitude, allowing the meditation to integrate into your being. Inhale deep. Sigh that breath out. And in true Kundalini fashion, we'll also close with the long time sun. Bring your hands together in prayer pose. Again, base of the thumb into the sternum. Words are on your mantra sheet. This is sung at the end of every class as a farewell to each other and the overall group. I have my favorite version tonight. Sanatan Cars from Grace. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Big breath in, big breath out. And we'll chant one long Satnam, truth is our identity. Inhale, and let's close. Keeping your hands in prayer mudra, extend them up to the ceiling, reaching and stretching. Inhaling up nice and tall. Exhale those hands to the heart. Opening the palms, folding forward from the waist, bringing your forehead to the floor. Staying down. May tonight's sequence help you to create the life that you desire from that soul space, that soul body. And may it project you into action that is in line with that true self, with your destiny. And may it bring a subtle ease that all of us in this class need, along with harmony and balance between that head and heart so that you can be you connected, happy, and whole. Come on up. Hands to heart, light to all, love to all, peace to all. Satnam. Satnam, everybody. Satnam. We use Satnam as a greeting and a farewell, so you'll see that in many classes. Thank you.